but you'll be riding on other snow horns later on. For now. Okay, now they're using the cannons against us. I don't know. It's a little weird, but let's burn down this ice. Well, that. And go through here. Looks like there's another bridge to extend. So, guess what we're going to be getting more of. More items, more bridge cogs. This time it'll be 3. If you pull the lever without all of them in place, then nothing will happen. Well, pretty much just like you'd expect. So let's rocket boost up here. Let's see if we can't do anything about that guy behind the cannon. We basically jump our way up these platforms and try not to fall off. And we come around here, and you are now trying to attack you because you can't really fire the cannon backwards. So now that we've taken over the cannon position, the sharp claw in the igloo thing in the center. I've noticed, and what commences is basically a tiny shooting mini game of sorts. You're in control of the cannon. Aim, fire for you can shoot by holding it. Each shot will use power for your staff energy meter. I'm not sure why that's the case, but basically you have to shoot all these things with the cannon because if you try and climb back down, they'll all hide back in that central building. So basically just keep firing but don't fire too much or you'll run out of staff energy. And if you do, you can exit the cannon at any time. And there's a magic plant right back here to help refill. But once you beat them all, the doors will remain open, as will the life force door that you saw below the cannon when we came in here. So now that that's the case, there's one more thing we need to do. See that great big X that's on this wall? If you time a cannon shot right, a little more power, not quite that much. A little less than that even. No, I think that was too much again. Yeah, that was too much. I think that was also too much. Is that enough? No, that wasn't enough. I don't know what happened there. Can I just aim distances correctly? That worked. Okay. And that just opens that way. Now that we've opened all 3 of these areas, let's see what we can find in each of these 3 areas. Maybe we might need 3 of. Hint. First off, there's a little canister thing here that has a bridge cog. And once you know it, we go through this sequence again. Pick up the bridge cog. That we already probably guessed what it was. Oh. Hi, Tricky. Why are you falling asleep on me? Get your lazy butt out. So, this building has a little box in it, again, kind of like that last one. That also has a bridge cog. then again, you go through this item sequence. That really does get annoying, and it's one of the things about this game that I really wish they might have changed a bit. Now here we go through this area, and it looks pretty snowy here, doesn't it? You can climb up on here and see that again you can ride a snowboard through this place, but there don't seem to be any around, so we'll have to see that happen at some point. Maybe later. But for now, what we're here to do is burn down this ice wall. And grab yet another bridge cog and yet another canister with yet another pair of scenes. I don't know why this is happening. But fortunately, now we have all the bridge cogs, so you can go on with that now. Good work, Tricky. My inventory is full of bridge cogs, so it might take me a little while to feed you. And also, I should have fed him before I picked up those mushrooms. My mind is not working quite right now. And also, this little thing on the ground here, that shows us something we might end up doing later. Hooray. But for now, let's just go and take these bridge cogs back to the bridge that we must extend with the bridge cogs. Because bridge cogs are bridge cogs. If I said bridge cog enough. Bridge cog, bridge cog, bridge cog. If you say that phrase enough, it just starts sounding like gibberish. Then, a lot of things do. Also, each specific bridge cog that you pick up in your inventory only works on one specific peg. Or at least they each have their own peg that they're supposed to go on, I suppose. But, so that's the thing. Once you get all three of them placed, just pull the lever and it activates the mechanism as it should. And you can cross the bridge. Which is good because we got to it a while back. Anyway, takes us here. Let's dig here and see what we can do in this room. So I'm just looking at this map to see what we have yet to cover here. And this will take us into a cave. And in here, we have mushrooms and some furnaces of sorts. I think you can see what we're supposed to do here is basically light these fires. But first, it looks like there's something else to do. Let's see what this has to say. Beyond the leap of faith lies an ancient prize. That's actually a hint for later. What you're supposed to do at first, I should have noticed on the way in, there's a switch. That lowers the covers on these grates so you can actually light the fires. But it also starts a timer that you basically have to light all 4 fires in a minute. Not that hard, just make sure you have enough energy in your Tricky's meter before you start, or else you're not going to, or else you're gonna have to feed him in the middle of it, which is just gonna waste time. Playing here, and that lights all the fires and opens the door. Good work. Good work, Tricky. Before you start moaning that you're hungry, I'm gonna go ahead and feed you. And you keep talking anyway because you're programmed to talk constantly. Oh well, I can get it. Anyway, beyond the leap of faith lies an ancient prize. This looks really cool, by the way. It's just very weird kind of scenery, and it just looks pretty. But what it says is it's a leap of faith, so we're gonna just take that at its word and jump. And it turns out that this is actually a bridge. Not that we couldn't have guessed that from the weird sparklies and the weirdly bridge-shaped pattern. So, with that, we get over here, and there's something frozen in ice, so we have to burn this again. And what could this be? This is the dinosaur horn. Find a horn pad on the ground, you can use the horn to call for help. You'd think you could use it anywhere, but nope. Only when you can see an icon on the ground that says you need to play a horn. Oh well. From my experience, musical instruments work pretty much most places that you would end up trying to play them. Although, sometimes that ends up with better results than others. Especially when it's this cold out and it's an instrument that has moving parts. I was in marching band for 4 years. I have plenty of experience with that kind of thing. Anyway, moving on. Where might you recall seeing a pad like that on the ground that we could use the horn? Somewhere back here, where we got this bridge cog. There. Okay. Grab these mushrooms while we are further here. While we are further here. My English not good today, but we can blow the horn right here. And this big guy comes along. So that's fun. Let's see what he has to say. Well, he doesn't really have anything to say. He's just here to give us a ride. So let's hop on. And that health meter is there because this is kind of a strong blizzard we're heading into. We have to feed him as we go, or else he'll get tired and we have to start over. So basically follow the trail of roots. Even if you know where you can go, it's best just to follow this trail. And tricky, don't run on too far ahead. Oh well. He knows what he's doing. He'll be safe, right? Well, we can only hope. But for now, let's just keep going on ahead. And even inside this building, you'll still lose health as you go. So just keep forging on. And you'll eventually get through the blizzard. I don't think this is the right way to go somehow. I think this just takes us around in a circle. By our map, this is where we've already been. I'm brilliant. But whatever. It means you can listen to this music again. Or for longer, I suppose. In either way, this time let's actually look for a path that will lead us on through of snow. Like perhaps here. After that circular detour, we seem to have found a better pathway. And now that we're out of the blizzard.
Tricky? Tricky!
Your friend will turn up. They usually do. Maybe I can help until he does.
So that's basically our hint that we're not going to be seeing Tricky for a little bit more, but that will basically suffice for partner help right for the time being. So that once you've busted down that doorway, you're going to be on your own for a little bit here. So let's go into this cave and see what we can do here. Got a life force door. Well, you know what to do here. Just beat him up. I'm trying to get fancy and it's not doing me any favors. So let's just beat that guy and move on. Got some magic, got some health, and we've got a racer. So let's take this and see where it goes. That closes that hole we saw earlier. So let's just run down this path and see where it takes us. Oh, this looks familiar. It's the same place all those snowballs were rolling through earlier. Which means it's a good thing that gate closed to reach us from falling to our death. So now we're going into a lower part of the mine. We don't have any map data yet, so let's just follow the path as we see it. I see some magic gems there. I didn't pick them up, but I already have full magic anyway, so that's fine. Keep going down through here until we get some more map data, and suddenly we crash and land on a conveyor belt of death.